What's up, you guys? It's Jonno. What's up, you guys? It is Jonno here, and today we are going to talk about clan wars and spying. Now, as you can see, what I have here is pictures of the enemy clan's base from my previous clan war. We were warring with the Pirate King clan. Shout out to them, because we beat them. We used screenshots of their base. One of our clan members, Antarctica Rocks, who is awesome. You can watch his video in my previous uploads. He has a whole video about how awesome his war base is, and he's awesome in war. He decided to go spy on their base. He got me those screenshots, and it's the reason why I was able to get some great attacks. And I'm going to show you guys just some war-related stuff. Now here you can see our inbox. We have a lot of messages that we post about war because we're a war clan. We go to war all the time. This is our previous war. We beat them 53 to 51. It was a very tight match. I got a ton of resources. You can see I just got them there. That's my resources that I picked up. Woot, it was like 500,000 and a bunch of dark elixir. Yep, 570,000, 1650 on the dark elixir. That's right. Pirate King, you guys are not pirates. I am the only pirate. I am the Pirate King. And Antarctica is also a pirate because he went over and he stormed your ship and he stole your map directions. And that's how we won. It was great. And I have even taken the spying to the next level. We're in a war right now, and I have spied all of the enemy bases, and I'm giving out those screenshots to all of my clan mates. And I even talked with them and found out where they're from. And it was pretty interesting. I found out what clan troops they had in their castles, all that stuff. Really, really good. Now I want to talk for a second about spying, because spying is not cheating. This is built into the game. If it wasn't supposed to happen, then it wouldn't be possible. Alright, it's not hard to just take away the ability to join somebody's clan when you're in war with them. So they accepted me, they didn't have to accept me, and they did, and I talked with them for a while, and I screenshotted their bases. That's tough on them, you know. I've had that happen to us before, too, in our wars, and people come over and they're like, haha, I'm in the other clan, and it's like, oh great, now I know what you just did. Alright, so for the rest of this video, I am going to show some replays. We had some really great replays. I'm going to show the most heroic offense and most heroic defense and some of the offenses from my co-leaders and some of my offenses. That's just going to be what this video is about, and some of these videos have really good lures as well, so I want to cover what a good lure looks like and what you guys should be doing to get those clan troops out of there. And that's how you're going to guarantee that you get those 100%, because if those clan troops are mopping up on your dudes, it's never going to happen, you guys. So it's really important that you actually do lure the clan troops and get them out of there. So this is the most heroic defense. Defender is Knives 9. That's a buddy of mine in real life. Shout out to Dustin. Now you can see this guy tried to use a wizard spam tactic, and he didn't focus enough on the dragon, and the dragon took out a lot of his wizards. And then he's got the heals over here. It's not really going to do that well. He put way too many of his wall breakers at once, and they just didn't do anything important whatsoever. What he needed to do was punch a hole, but he didn't punch that hole. He just made a bunch of holes on the outer defenses. And he also went air and ground, which is never a good idea in my opinion. The little bit of air troops that he had soaked up all of the air traps, which is exactly why I say not to do that. They're just going to get all the traps on that one dragon that you throw down. So, and the dragon can't make it through all those traps. Alright, so let's check out some of the actual replays now. Here's mine. I got a 1-star here. This one, I knew where the traps were. So you can see I drop a lot of my troops right off the bat just to get the traps taken out and just to get the clan troops lured. This did take me a little bit of time to lure this guy's clan troops. I had to use quite a few of my hogs to actually get them all out there. You see, the hog has to get really far in there to get the clan troops out, but I knew that, and I knew that I would only be able to do it over on this one side. I was actually testing to see if I could do it on that side as well, but it didn't work, so I do end up going back to the other side after I kill some of these clan troops. This ended up being a really good lure because they're all grouped up right there, and you can see boom, 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 and one more. Oh, one more. Yes, I do get them all. It's pretty sweet, really nice. I used my troops, he used his troops, took them out. But I believe that there are still some more. So you can see I'm dropping my minions over here in an attempt to get all of the air traps sprung. I know where the air traps are because you saw the screenshot at the beginning of the video. This was one of them. And then in go my lava hounds. Yes, lava hounds. I wanted to use some lava hounds in war because they are so awesome. And as you can see, they are pretty awesome. They take a lot of damage, but that's because Queen is down there and he can't do anything about it. And then I've got my balloons going in here to try and get out those air defenses as well. And the rest of my air troops. This was an air raid. It was planned as an air raid. There's just a really large amount of work that goes into getting those clan troops out of there. And then you can see I've got all my rages. Got my dragons going in with the rage. My lava hounds are gone, and you can see my queens over there getting taken out by the expo. So I was lucky to get my 1 star on this. It was a pretty strong base, but you know, I am happy. I got my loot. That was what I really wanted to get. I wanted to get massive loot because we were really sure that we were going to win this war. So it wasn't a big deal to me anymore that everybody didn't need to go for all the maximum amount of stars. I told everybody just go for massive loot because it's pretty sure we're going to win. Now it did end up being a really tight war. I didn't expect that they would come back so much as they did, but we still won, so I'm happy with the results. Let's show you guys another one of mine. I've got my 3-star here. Now this was such an easy raid because I knew where all the big bombs were. You can see I just used my barbarians to take out the big bombs. It's like the easiest thing in the world that you could imagine. I just jumped right over the wall, take out the big bomb, you know? So really happy with the way that this one turned out. I lured the troops, took out the bombs, took out those traps over there, and really the rest is history. It's a really good hog replay. I don't know why people are still so bummed about hogs and they say, oh, hogs got nerfed or big bombs got buffed or whatever the thing is. If you are smart about where the bombs are, I mean, I know that I knew where the bombs are in this case, but you can guess where they are pretty easily. It's not hard. And then, you know, doing a proper lure, for like you use maybe 4 hogs to lure troops and you might get 2 or 3 of the big bombs if you just put them down correctly. So, and that's what would have happened in this case if I didn't know where they are. So on this particular raid, I did do a kind of a ring formation, like a half ring formation, instead of doing all of my hogs in one place. I thought this is such an easy base, I'm just going to cream through it, and you can see I even just dropped all my heals and kind of overlapped them. It wasn't a big deal to me because I knew I was going to get it, so I just kind of threw everything down for time's sake. And it did work out perfectly. I'm pretty sure I got 1 more heal that I'm just saving, and I dropped it on the king if I'm not mistaken. Now the hogs won't attack the king until after they get all of the defensive buildings down. So you see I dropped my heal on the king and he can't get through this 1 hog now. I've got level 3 hogs. So that was kind of a strategic move on my part. I knew that the king was the only thing that could really stop me, and he'll chase down and hit every single hog, and he can even hit him from across the map, which is sort of like a glitch. And I may cover that in a different video. So the king is kind of overpowered when it comes to hogs. So once the hogs hit all of the defenses, then they'll actually go attack the king. Once he hits 1 hog, they'll all go after him. So I knew that. I was waiting for it, and that's why I dropped my heal, particularly when I dropped it, because I wanted them to take out the king, but I just know that they won't do it until a certain trigger. Alright, so this is Jebsens attacking Sideswipe. Now Sideswipe has left our clan. I don't really understand why people come and go like that. We won our war, he got a bunch of loot. Makes no sense to me. He didn't like, oh I remember, he didn't like a message. Lupus sent out a message that said everybody needs to attack or you'll be booted. And it's like, obviously if you've used both your attacks and you did well in war and you had good defenses, we don't mean you, but he got all upset and like said something in chat and left. So Sideswipe, if you see this, come back. I mean, what? It wasn't a message for you. The messages go out to everybody. So yeah, let's see if we got any more good replays here. Lupus used both of his attacks. Pretty good. Gonna show you, this is Tristerosity. This is one of my co-leaders. He's one of the people I also know in real life. He likes to do dragon spam. He's a max Town Hall level 7, so he goes for other Town Hall level 7s. His highest troops are going to be the dragon level 2, the wizards level 4, the hogs level 2, That's the max he can get at Town Hall 7. So the troops that he works with is usually dragon spam. Same with Lupus, my other co-leader. He uses the dragon spam a lot. It's a really, really strong, attack method, especially for a Town Hall 7. He can pretty much beat any other Town Hall 7, and he can beat a lot of Town Hall 8s, which is, Town Hall 8 is a strong base. He's got his rage placed really nicely here and clears through those final air defenses, and it's all she wrote. It's a really good strategy. See, he's got the 9 dragons there. Pretty hard to beat that. Dragons are kind of OP because they've got a ton of health and they've got a ton of damage, and they do spread damage and they fly. So it's like dragons are definitely OP. It's a big deal that you need to have dragons for some kind of attack strategies, because there's just certain bases that you can get into. Now this is one of my favorite clan members, Ivan. Shout out to Ivan. Ivan's in Italy, which is really cool. Ivan is using a GoWiPe. He has done extremely well punching a hole right into the center, and he's raged his guys right into the middle. His rage is very perfectly placed in that middle area, and all of his dudes are just raging right through there. That's exactly what you want to do on a GoWiPe, and now it doesn't matter. He's got his 50%, he's got his Town Hall. That's all you really need from a GoWiPe, and it's all you can expect from a GoWiPe. GoWiPe is not a 3-star strategy in my opinion. It is a 2-star strategy unless you have really overpowered, like high-level P.E.K.K.A.s, if you have really high-level heroes, if you have really high-level golems. Other than that, you can expect to get 2 stars with a GoWiPe, but it is a really strong way to get 2 stars. He did the number 2 player on the map. That was Hades. On the map. That was the guy I was going to go for, actually. So he went ahead and took one of the guys I was going to hit, and that is a really strong move. Really proud of Ivan for doing that move. I didn't expect it from him, and then when I saw his attack, it was just like, oh, good job. So big shout out to Ivan on that one. He did a 2-star GoWiPe. So let's see if we got anything else good that's worth showing here. We had an exciting war. It was down to the wire. We thought that we were going to win. I knew we were going to win, but I didn't think it would be so close. You can see Lupus here. Lupus is the master of the clan castle lure. He's so good. He gets them all out to the corner. He groups them. See how grouped they are? One wizard, boom. One wizard, boom. Just like so few troops, and he's taken out their whole clan castle. He's really good at that, and then all that's left is the dragon spam. So I love the way that Lupus does his matches. Everything works out great. He always does a 3-star. He attacks Town Hall 8s. He attacks Town Hall 7s. He just rages on in there. Now, Lupus did do rages and heals. I think that all rage on the dragons is the only way to go. I don't think that rage and heal is the way to go, and you can see he pays for it here. He doesn't get the 3 stars. So in my opinion, if he would have had all rages, the 3 rages, it would have been different, but that's just the way it goes. And I believe we are getting down to the end of the video here. There's not really a lot else to show, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. We had a really fun war. You guys can see we used up a whole lot of our stuff. Here's a little bit of our war history, so you guys can see we've had an off and on kind of rocky. We had a lot of people leave our clan, so those people leave and we end up losing wars over it because we need their attacks. You can see how close some of them are. But that's it, you guys. Thanks so much for watching. That's my video. Thanks to all my subscribers. You guys are the best. I am going to change my base really soon, hopefully. And big shout out to everybody who watches. Peace!